Hello and welcome back to the Monday MOOcast. It is episode 26, ladies and gentlemen. Hello out there in internet land. I am Mike O'Mara, and as usual, I'm joined by
Greg Obert
and
Andrea Musolf.
And we're going to start, as we start every week, by talking about what we have played in the last 7 days. Greg?
All right, well, you're going to see pretty much what I've been playing all week, and that's Halo 4.
Oh, yeah.
This first clip actually is from Olsenator, friend of the show. He did fantastic in this game, and I want to give him credit for letting us use the gameplay, so thank you. Next clip is going to be a very, very close game. Not one of my best, but it was really intense. In the middle, you're going to see Black Ops and a little bit of not awesome gameplay, because I'm not very good at that game. And then finally, it's going to end with SWAT. Which
The greatest game mode ever.
Oh, jeez.
It is.
But other than that, I played... Was it this week that Borderlands 2 came out?
With the next DLC, yeah.
Mr. Torg's Campaign of Carnage is fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it.
Good.
And,
How long did it take?
well, I powered through it in 3 hours, maybe.
And you're a high-level character, so...
Yeah, I'm a high-level character, so I was, like, one-shotting all the bosses.
Jeez.
But it's definitely very, very fun if you are not that high. Even if you are that high level, I enjoyed myself a lot.
Okay.
Mr. Torg is like a stereotypical 80s wrestler. It's
That's
fantastic.
awesome. That is awesome.
So, that's what I've been doing.
I guess I'll go next. It's been a tiny bit of Assassin's Creed 3 for me this week, which I continue to like, even though I'm only a couple hours into it. And mostly Halo 4. I have been really, really surprised, actually, at how much I love this Halo as opposed to other Halos. I don't know exactly what it is yet. I suppose the movement is better for me, and the power ordnance system is I like it better than the power weapons always being in the same place. But I'm really having a great time with it. So that has been the biggest surprise of the year, I guess, gaming-wise for me. Because I thought I'd like the new Call of Duty better, but I have been playing some Call of Duty as well. Still having fun with it. I guess we'll talk a little bit more about this later. Greg and I have been a little bit distracted and I guess you would say feeling disenfranchised by the Call of Duty franchise this week. But
I don't know you two.
She thought she did.
There's the door.
Yeah, but I have been having fun with it. I'm worshiping Halo. I'm having fun with Call of Duty. I'll put it that way. So what have you been playing, Andrea?
Actually, both Halo 4 and Call of Duty.
Do you like Halo anymore this week?
Nope.
I do.
Okay.
I think when I play multiplayer with other people, I find I have more fun
Absolutely.
with it.
Yeah.
But I guess that's true with any game. It's good. I'm getting used to it. I struggle with it at sometimes because it's I don't know. I feel like when I play Halo, like I'm missing something. I don't know. I like it's fun, and when I'm doing well, then it's really fun, which is probably how you guys feel all the time. But it could get frustrating for me sometimes.
Right.
But Black Ops 2. Well, actually, I should state that I finally. I can't remember if it was last time, but I'm playing through the Halo 4 campaign.
Okay.
I finally was introduced to that super creepy dude.
Didact.
Yeah, that must be him. Yeah, he's weird.
6 fingers. He's got a big overbite problem.
Yeah,
that would be the
guy.
Didact. Yeah.
Space Bulldog.
Yeah.
Space Bulldog.
And let's see. As far as Black Ops 2 goes, I feel like I've played mostly Halo this week. But I finally started the Black Ops 2 campaign yesterday.
How are you liking it thus far?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm actually, so far, I like the Black Ops campaign more than the Halo campaign.
Oh
What?
my god.
Are you kidding?
No,
It's
I'm
because
having
all the
fun with it.
rugged military
Yeah,
guys.
it's true.
Yeah.
The Mason Jr. is kind of hot.
See?
That's
That's exactly what
there
it
it
is.
is.
No.
You mean you don't like the old
No,
80-year-old man
seriously.
calling you a son of a bitch every second?
That
Come to the door, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Then they
that got so old. Okay, I like maybe I maybe 1.5 levels into the game, and like every word out of his mouth is like bleep, bleep.
He's so awesome.
He's so ornery. God, I mean, I know you've had a hard life, dude, but like, come on. Am I really a son of a bitch? Like, every single sentence.
According to Woods, you are.
According to Woods Sr.
But I don't know. I feel like I like them both. I'm not a Halo hater, contrary to popular belief. But at this point in the story, just campaign, just related to the campaign, I'm gravitating more towards.
This is how I know you are crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, Call of Duty is literally follow this guy, something explodes, guy calls me a son of a bitch, and I do it again.
Yep.
Like, that's literally all it is. Like, okay, whatever. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
Halo, you know, you just go through.
No. No. It's 100,000-year history. Spans the galaxy.
I do, and it's still early in both games. But at this point, if I had to pick
moving
a
on,
favorite,
don't need your excuses anymore.
So EA is complaining again. EA is complaining. This time it's DICE, actually, not all of EA, but DICE is complaining. We're not just a Battlefield factory.
Oh, they totally are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So I read this week on The Escapist. The use your words.
Okay.
The vice president, Patrick Soderlund, says that EA DICE is more than just its famous Battlefield franchise.
Well, then what would he like to say they are?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and this is what he says. Well, it depends, right? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, he told OXM when asked about whether it was hard for the studio to branch out. The DICE guys are roughly 300 people in the Stockholm studio. Not all of them are working on Battlefield things. And that's intentional because we don't want to become a Battlefield factory.
But you already are.
The minute we start saying, you're going to make a Battlefield game for the rest of your life, they're going to go someplace else. So for them to make a great Battlefield game, there needs to be other things for them to do as well.
Like I mean, I guess clean the kitchen or whatever, but they make Battlefield games. Like, that's what...
They make it sound like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, you made a game that made sold 8 million copies, like, last year. Like, give me a break.
And, I was racking my brain. I was trying to think, actually, what else have they done?
They haven't.
Mass Effect. Was
the
that
article.
EA?
No,
that was
not DICE.
EA.
We're talking about DICE.
Oh, DICE. Oh, gotcha.
But according...
I know. Mirror's Edge.
Yes. That's about it.
That's the only other game.
According to the DICE page on Moby Games, the only thing aside from Battlefield that the studio has done since 2003 are Rally Sport Challenge 2.
Okay, who cares?
They did the multiplayer component of Medal of Honor.
Which was okay.
And Mirror's Edge.
Which was awesome. Did you guys play the Mirror's Edge?
Yeah, I have it.
I played the demo.
You didn't like it?
It was okay. I didn't want to spend $60 on it, though.
I did not spend $60 on it. I bought it out of the bargain basement like a year after it came out, and it was really fun. Although, it kind of made me motion sick.
I enjoyed it. That was one of the first, I think that was the second game I bought after Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I got it for $10, so it was totally worth it.
Totally worth it. Yeah, totally worth it for $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like on the side that you are, Mike. Like, I don't understand. You're this huge company.
Yeah.
You've made this incredibly successful franchise.
Right.
Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Mickey saying we're not a mouse factory. Or, sorry, Disney.
You mean a Teen Pop factory?
Or whatever. Yeah, but like, I mean, like, but like, embrace it. Like, Disney embraces it. Like, embrace it. That's what you are.
Right.
It's
and
not.
We were talking before the show, Infinity Ward and Treyarch, they make Call of Duty. That's what they do.
That's all they do.
They don't complain about, we're not a Call of Duty factory. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are. Like, that's the whole purpose of why you're all millionaires, and all your kids are now millionaires. Like,
Yep.
I don't get it.
It's true.
I don't get it either.
Do you think, like, Mr. Hostess sits back and said, like, I don't want to be a cookie man? Like, wait, that didn't make it sense. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, though. I mean, like, that's what they are. I don't know, whatever.
No, it doesn't make sense to me.
Whatever. Just make more and better Battlefield games, guys, and shut your pie holes. Like, that's what you do.
It's what you do.
It's what you do.
Yep.
So, oh my god, now we're going to keep EA bashing here. So we found another article this week about, from Crytek, another division of EA.
Yeah, this is my quickie news, these articles that I find. So Crytek was saying that consoles are a massive barrier for Crysis 3 development.
Oh, no.
And they had to, quote, rip the engine to pieces to get it working on consoles.
So?
And I guess I just don't quite understand, like, why you're coming out to the public and saying that.
Right.
Because, you know, it's like, it's what you do. It's your job.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
If you don't want to do it, if it's a major inconvenience,
Yeah, give it to someone else.
Don't develop for consoles.
Right.
Or, outsource it to another development studio.
Right.
I don't get that. Like,
Well, first of all...
I mean, okay.
Sorry. First of all, I don't get what they're going... I mean, I don't buy it. I think they're being lazy. Because just from what's come out in the last month, if you look at the graphics of Assassin's Creed 3 or Halo 4, especially the campaign, or Call of Duty, like, just taking those 3 games that came out in the last month.
Oh, they're amazing.
Look at their graphics. Like, even compare the graphics of Halo 4's campaign to Halo 3's campaign that came out earlier in the cycle. Like, it's the same system. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous how good that game looks. So, obviously, things on the systems that we have currently can still be impressive. So, maybe they just need to do a better job. Like, sorry, Crytek. Like, maybe you just need to, like, enhance your engine or whatever. Like,
Right. Well, and I think you can probably speak to this a little more, since I know you have Battlefield 3 on both PC
I do.
and Xbox.
Yeah.
Like, does it look that much better on the PC?
The PC looks a lot better if you put it on, like, ultra settings, but that is largely a matter of just pixelation, because the computer can just be so precise as far as, like, how, you know, but any of the graphic models or animations or whatever, they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. And all the physics is exactly the same. So it can be done. They're just lazy. They don't want to do it. Or it's too hard. But it's not, I mean, it's not like you can't do it.
But it's like, it's Crytek. Like, all they do is graphics.
Right, that's
you know?
true.
Like,
That's true.
What else has Crytek done? Like,
Nothing. They've done Crysis.
Yeah, that's
it?
the only...
Yeah.
Oh, is that really it? That's the only thing I
They did the first Far Cry. Was that them? And then they sold it to Ubisoft?
I don't recall, to be honest.
I think everything that has a stupid Cry in the name was Crytek at some point. That's why they're Crytek. Like they were Crysis and Far Cry. But I know that Ubisoft now has Far Cry. But I can't recall whether they did the first one. I think that Crytek developed the first one and then sold the rights to Ubisoft.
Oh.
And now they just do Crysis.
Oh.
And they bought Free Radical and won't make Time Splitters, which makes me hate
Because
them.
they're idiots.
Yeah. So that's the two things they do.
Can you imagine a Time Splitters?
In HD.
No, like a new Time Splitters.
Oh, yeah,
I'm assuming CryEngine 4 is in development right now for next-gen systems.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine a Time Splitters in CryEngine 4?
It's ridiculous.
I think I'd die.
I'd die from excitement, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just saying, it would look gorgeous.
No, that game was awesome. That game was so awesome. But anyways,
that's our Crytek.
Enough about Crytek. Stop whining, do your job. This is an awesome episode thus far, guys.
Great.
All we're doing is bitching about everything. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
All right, well, going off of that, so Greg, you and I had a massive love-hate, mostly hate section with Call of Duty last night. And we wanted to talk a little bit about just what can they do to get you back in the fold, Greg. So why don't we go on the soapbox for a little bit.
Well, let me give a little...
Soapbox.
Yeah.
You're done.
You can't go on the soapbox anymore. You know
yeah.
why? He's dead.
Well, that's what they should do. They should
Unless
bring him back to life.
Bring him back to life.
Oh,
That will save the franchise.
I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
After talking about
Call of Duty.
necrophilia.
Yeah, soap is too sexy.
Call of Duty. So, a little backstory. We're thinking about like new shows for the channel, and so last night we started to record like a Let's Play of Black Ops 2,
Right.
and which we hope to premiere sometime this week. And we wanted to do it with Halo, but there's no like volume control for whatever reason.
It's stupid.
Right.
Why?
And that is one of my big complaints about that game. Like, you can't adjust any volume.
I don't get it, yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But, so we switched over to Call of Duty. It could adjust the settings. Everything was great. But it was, like, nothing but a rage fest.
Yeah.
Like, the games that you'll ultimately see, they weren't as bad, for me at least. But, like, the games off screen. Oh,
Oh
my
God,
Maybe those are the ones we need to show.
it was like an hour straight of hitting our head against the wall. Like it was about that fun. It was like if I would have just rammed myself into the nearest wall for an hour straight, I would have had more fun than that hour.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what it was. It was terrible.
I wasn't actually playing last night, unfortunately, so I just have to hear about it.
Oh, trust me, you didn't want to be there.
Yeah, it was not fun.
It was like the shores of Normandy. It's horrible.
But that brings me to like thinking about, I read an article on Game Informer recently about like defending Call of Duty and like what it does and all the complaints that are thrown against it and why it's still a good series. And clearly, I mean, it sells $500 million in one day.
Right.
It's
making bank.
So then, moving forward, I guess I wanted to think about, all right, well, what do you want? What do I want from a new Call of Duty?
Sure, let's be constructive.
Let's be, constructive.
Yeah.
Constructive. Criticism.
Right.
I can't use my words today, I'm sorry.
Greg came to the podcast drunk.
Exhausted. And drunk.
What?
So, I think, taking the newest Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, I think Treyarch did a really good job trying to move the series forward with the campaign. So, specifically on the campaign, I enjoyed the points where you get to choose what to do.
Sure.
Now, I'll try to be as spoiler-free as possible since somebody hasn't finished it
I know,
yet.
thank you, I appreciate
Ridiculous.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
So I really enjoyed those moments because it was weird. Like for the first time ever in a Call of Duty, I had to like stop and take stock. Like, wait, what am I going to do? I don't know.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly wasn't, anywhere near as like blowing up Megaton in Fallout 3 level or a Mass Effect type decision, but it certainly made me think. And
for Call of Duty, that's incredible.
Yeah.
It's true.
Instead of just like, where's Follow? Because I need to follow him.
Sergeant Follow.
So I appreciated that, and I also really, really liked the strike missions.
Yeah, I like them too.
Which I don't know if you've come across those yet, Andrea.
Not yet.
But
I just started.
They're cool.
Missions that pop up, and you only have like a certain amount of story missions to finish them.
Or not.
It's your choice.
Ooh.
And they're basically like a big sandbox level, and you can control squads if you want. You can zoom out and like control where they go and defend points or take points, or you can take control of any person on the battlefield. And
it's very cool. It's like a mixture of RTS and FPS.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The problem with it though is the AI.
Right.
Like, if you are in God mode and trying to direct people, they are awful.
Yeah.
And honestly, anything above, I'd say recruiter. What's normal?
Normal. Yeah.
Anything above normal, like you're just gonna lose.
Yes.
Hands down. It is not. They suck. Like the AI is just terrible.
Yeah. Although that's an interesting. Since we're talking about what Call of Duty could do better, if there's one thing that would move it forward for me, I would like to see a multiplayer mode that's like that. Like where one person starts as like the commander and everyone else is someone on the battlefield.
Okay.
That would be awesome. I would actually enjoy that quite a bit.
That'd be interesting. You definitely need like a dedicated group of people.
Exactly.
If you just went in with a random, he'd like totally.
No, I know. Maybe it would be like a party only mode. Like if you had a party set up against another party, that would be awesome.
Okay.
That would work for me. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that mode a lot. So I think in terms of the campaign, they nailed some things this year, and I really appreciate that. But I think ultimately they lost what Call of Duty was.
Interesting.
And I say that like this. So the very first Call of Duty I ever played was 2, which
So
launched with
good.
the Xbox, and it was amazing.
Yes.
Now I'd played a Call of Duty previously, Medal of Honor, Allied Assault.
Yep.
Because it was basically the same team, from my understanding.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Which was incredible. It was like the best World War II game I'd ever played at that time. And so Call of Duty 2 came out, and I was just blown away. Like graphically, it was incredible. The voice acting was top notch.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that really sucked me in, and the thing that really made me want to come back time and time again, was the fact that I felt like a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like a soldier in a war
Right.
with other people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't this strictly like, hey, follow. You know, it wasn't this linear corridor. Like, yes, it was they're linear levels,
Yeah.
but I felt like they were more wide open compared
Yeah.
to what is given now. And even if you go back to Modern Warfare 1, like those levels were
I love
pretty
that
open.
campaign.
Like some of the levels at least. They're pretty open and you can kind of do whatever you want.
Sure.
Or tackle the situation however you see fit, I mean.
You feel like you have more freedom.
Right. And with Call of Duty 2, like, it really just did a fantastic job of making me feel like, not me against the world, but me fighting the Nazis with my brothers in arms.
Right.
And the AI was very smart.
Right.
I felt like they took people out, they were helpful,
Sure.
but not crazy helpful.
Right.
Like,
Made it easier for you.
right, like, I guess I'm thinking about, Black Ops 1. I'm sorry. There's a guy on YouTube a few years back. He posted the entire Black Ops campaign without shooting anybody.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
What?
He went through the entire game to
If you could do
see
it.
if he could do it. I think it was on normal.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And it's just literally just funneling you through these quarters. And like at that point, the game doesn't even need you anymore.
Right.
So why are you there?
Right.
You know?
That's insane. I did not
Right. Well,
know
even
about that.
I mean, even in if you look at the history of them marketing that game and what they were trying to cater to, the old Call of Duties, like Call of Duty 1 on PC and Call of Duty 2, had the tagline "No one fights alone." Like that used to be their like selling point. So it was all about these open battlefields where you were like a cog in a unit. You weren't like some super soldier. And that's what would make it different from a thing like Halo, where like obviously Master Chief is a super soldier. That's the whole point.
Right.
You know, but Call of Duty used to be like, wow, this is actually scary. Like being in a war is not fun. Like
Right.
Yeah. And now it's not. Now it's like we're following these super families, like the guy that calls me son of a bitch every second.
Right, and it's like I understand that with Black Ops, you're in an elite squad, an elite unit.
Right, but still.
But you're not even in a unit.
Right.
It's you and Harper.
Right.
And that's it.
Right. That's it.
It's just an elite duo.
Right.
Where's the equivalent of your Price and
Right.
your Ghost and your Gaz and your Soap
Right.
and whoever else was in that squad?
Right.
And it's just not there anymore. And if you really want to draw me back into the campaign, I think I need that feeling of being in a war again.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I really think they lost it, like, because I can't even describe like the feelings I was having the first time I got to. I don't remember what beach it was. It wasn't Omaha Beach in Call of Duty 2. Whatever beach.
Oh,
that
when you go
where
up
you had
the
to
hill.
rappel
Yeah,
on the
it's
mountain.
crazy. Yeah.
Like I don't know how accurate that is to.
That's actually pretty
Is
accurate
it
to
pretty
what
accurate?
happened.
I don't
Yeah.
know much about D-Day aside from Omaha Beach.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really know what else.
I'm
went
gonna
on
school
at
you,
other
son.
beaches. Yeah, I should probably learn. But like, if that actually happened, like that's what they had to go through.
Yeah, they did.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
It makes me respect.
Oh yeah.
Those people so much
Oh,
more
yeah.
because I can, in a way, experience what they went through.
Yeah.
And it's not just explosions.
Right.
Blah.
Right.
Even Modern Warfare, spoiler alert, you had a nuke go off in your face.
Right.
And like that held like gravity with
Sure.
gravitas.
Oh yeah. Yes, there was gravitas.
Like trying to walk through that just mess. Like,
Yeah.
It really
Sure.
it really hits home about how bad that can be.
Right.
And there's none of that in these.
Well, it's
Call
so
of Duty
over the
games.
top
Like
now.
shooting up the airport in Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah.
like that held a little bit for me, but then like 3, like the kid dying,
Yeah.
I was like, huh? Like, yeah, a lot of people died. Like, why should I care about this kid that I've never seen before?
Right. Right.
But so I think in terms of campaign, those are the kinds of things that need to make a comeback. Not this super elite soldier. You're not Captain Price overcoming everything.
Right.
He does. It's quite amazing.
And
Can't
it's like,
kill Price.
I appreciate him being in each of the Infinity War games at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even in 2, he was your commander,
Right.
but he wasn't a super soldier. Like he was terrified, just like you
Right.
were.
Right.
You know.
I just think there's too much bro-haminess now. Like it's like we're not going to die. We're the best ever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's I don't know.
It's not realistic and it gets old.
Right. Yeah. Broham.
Bro.
Too
In
much.
terms of multiplayer, though, I think what I want to see for future installments, that's a tough one. Well, first off, I don't know if you can foster this somehow, but man, I'd really like to see a better community, because I can't tell you how annoying it is to just like go into a game and then just have like half the people quit within 5 seconds.
Yep.
Like, it is so aggravating.
It happens a lot.
In Halo, I mean, it happens, sure, but at least in Halo, like, they got us teammates really quick last night.
Right, so like, there was like a 30-minute span last night where we were playing 4-on-8. Because
Really?
half our
We played
team
Ground
quit.
War, and half our team quit, and like, it just would not find.
It didn't find
There
anyone.
were over 500,000 people online.
You couldn't find us
And I
4.
couldn't find us 4, and it's like,
That's stupid.
are you kidding me?
It was quite stupid.
So, I don't know if there's a way to like fix that, but
Well, no, I mean, you can't, unfortunately, you can't fix people. Like, people are going to be jerks or they're not.
right. I mean, if they're gonna quit, they're gonna quit. But maybe better like
Better
player
matchmaking,
finding
that's for sure.
services.
Yeah.
Better matchmaking.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, there's no excuse anymore for people or like these developers to get shocked or surprised when servers aren't available.
Right,
Like day one. I mean, you have the biggest multiplayer game
right.
of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
You know it's going to be. From
you know-
pre-orders, you know it's going to
You
be.
know,
Like,
right? Like, so you need to have servers ready. You need to have things going.
right,
Matchmaking, I think, definitely needs to be more in line with Halo,
right.
because for the most part, I feel like I'm not getting curb stomped every time I go into Halo.
Right.
Yeah, I have those games, definitely. It's not a perfect system, but it's much better than Call of Duty.
Right. I think one thing that they did do really well in as far on the multiplayer side for the newer Call of Duties that I would like to see them go even further with is the idea of a point system that's not solely based on kills, even in objective modes. Because I really like the fact that if I play the flag, as it were, or like if I protect whoever is holding a flag, or whatever it may be, that should count even more, in my opinion, on an objective mode than getting a kill. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really hate playing objective modes in multiplayer games and seeing someone just sticking back and like shooting with a far range weapon the whole time because they just want the kill points and they want their KD up and they don't care about the flags at all. Like, it's precisely why I don't just play Slayer, like, because I don't like it. Or in Call of Duty, it's why I don't just play Team Deathmatch. Like, it's boring to me. I don't want kills. Like, I want to play the game. Like, I want to play objective game.
Right.
You know? And I do think that with the support class in Modern Warfare 3, and now with kind of like the score streak, so now it's not just tied to kills, that gives someone like me an opportunity to have the fun, like, the unique parts of the game, which in Call of Duty, of course, are streaks, and like are cool drones and cool UAVs and stuff like that. So that makes it a lot more fun for me, personally. I'd like to see them go even further. Like, in objective modes, I think doing an objective should be the number one thing, by far, over getting kills. And then getting assists around the objective should be the next important thing, and then kills. Like, then I'd be like, okay, that's what it should be. Because it would encourage people, like, if people are, like, you know, score whores, and they just want to be the top of the leaderboard all the time, that's how you're going to get to the top of the leaderboard, by playing the freaking objective, you know?
Yeah.
Because I remember another thing last night, Greg, and this wasn't from Call of Duty, but it was in the end of our Halo matches last night. How frustrating was that when we got with a team that just sat back with their DMRs instead of going for the oddball? Like,
So
give me a
frustrating.
break!
Yeah.
That's all they wanted was the stupid kills. It drives me insane.
That's not how you get.
And it wasn't even an ordnance like game mode. Like, they weren't even getting ordnance. It was just
So
I just wanna kill
annoying.
people.
Right.
And like, I think part of the reason why you do that, at least in Call of Duty, like, because of kill streaks.
Right, exactly.
And I don't know if like there's a way to fix that. Like, this is a high risk, high reward game. Like,
Sure.
if you're running around chaotically and you catch people with their pants down, then like,
God, I hope I don't catch people with their pants on. It's disgusting.
oh, excuse me. But yeah, like, you'll get the rewards.
Right.
And it's like, there's no other way to get those rewards, though. Like,
Right.
in Modern Warfare 3, like, I enjoyed the support class.
I love it so much.
I think it got a little out of hand in terms of how overpowered some of the things were. Like, I don't feel like a stealth bomber necessarily should have been
Right.
part of the support class.
Right, so they could refine it for sure.
And they could definitely refine it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, the fact that like every life I have to start my score streak over from 0. Like that's a little frustrating.
That's lame, yeah.
I mean, the fact that I need to get, in at least Black Ops 1, it was 11 kills for the dogs. I don't know what it is in this because I don't have it unlocked.
It's a lot.
But yeah, I'm sure it's a lot. That's disheartening when I try really hard.
You got your try-hard pants on.
I got my try-hard pants on, and I can't get anything.
Yeah.
Nothing is
I hear
happening.
you. That's how I feel when I play this game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if there's a way to change that, but I definitely think if they could figure out the kill streak system in a way that allows people like myself who aren't as Call of Duty like crazy,
right,
to get something, like that would be awesome. Because this game is just so punishing.
It's so frustrating.
That's where I think Modern Warfare 3 got it right with the support kill streaks. I mean, even if you died, you could still
Yes, I love that so
going.
much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for this, I was expecting that to be the same.
Right.
But it's not. It's strictly a points thing. Like, each kill streak is a certain number of points. So even though I die, I still need to start over. So I agree that that's frustrating.
Now I wonder when it switches back to Infinity Ward for the next one, are they going to keep this?
Fave.
Are they going to keep this score streak thing, or are they going to go back and forth because they're just trying to play like who's the better developer?
Yeah,
now?
probably not because they never agree on anything.
That ticks me off.
Yeah.
Like the second I get used to the whatever the newest Call of Duty system is, then it goes back to the other developer, and then they go back and screw me over again.
Yep.
Stupid Call of Duty. Why do I love you?
Why do I play
Because
it?
it's awesome.
So those are just some ideas I had for ways to improve the series.
Now, Andrea, I'm really curious here because you've been playing it coy over there, and we know that you love Call of Duty. So I want to know, like, Greg and I spent a lot of time last night like raging at this game and just being like, why do people love this so much? Like, why? So I want to know why you do.
That's a good question. I think about it. I mean, I certainly have my games where I rage and I'm really frustrated, and then it's no fun. So I need to take a step back and be like, okay, play some Halo. And I think overall it's just something about this series I really, really like, because Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was the game that finally convinced me to just jump in and buy the Xbox.
Right.
So I feel like if it's Call of Duty, I'm gonna like it. So I have fun when I play. I certainly don't want to say that, oh no, this game's perfect, I never rage quit, I'm awesome. No, that's not true.
I want to know how you stave off frustration.
I think, well, if it's Call of Duty, I usually switch games. Or play something like Boogie Bunnies. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
It's happy, it's colorful, they're bunnies that have dance parties. They're so cute.
So you've got your distraction game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just, you're so loyal. And part of me is very envious. Because I cannot be. I really cannot be. That's the thing, is I want to be. Like, I want to get why a billion people play this every hour of every day in every country. Like, I want to get it. I really do. And I guess when I'm doing well, I do get it. But the thing is, like, there are some other games when, if I'm doing poorly, I still get why I like it. This one, when I'm not doing well, I don't get why I like it.
Oh, so it's this particular
franchise. Yeah, it's this particular franchise, yeah. Like, Halo, I sucked at 80% of last night, but I still played it for 3 straight hours, and the whole time I had a good time. I don't know what that is, and maybe Greg's right about the community.
Same for this.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
get it.
I don't get what that is about different games. Because there's nothing intrinsic about Halo that makes me love it more. Like, I like the fiction as much as anyone, I guess, but I don't know what that is.
And even I can't really describe it. It's just something about this game. I can play it for hours on end. Next thing you know, 3 hours go by.
Right. It's interesting.
Now, when I'm doing well, then I'm really having fun.
Sure.
Because then I feel unstoppable.
Sure.
And then I don't know when to call it quits. Because if I have a couple of games that I'm doing really, really well, I'm like, just play one more game.
Right.
More game.
Right.
Just do awesome.
Right.
And I usually don't. I mean, it ends at some point, but I just don't. I can't. I don't know when to like. Nope. Just end on a high note. Just
Well, that's the mark of a game that you really like, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got the one more game kind of addiction to it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Well, with those thoughts, hopefully they will continue to refine our beloved Call of Duty franchise. So the video game awards
Yes.
on what are they on Spike?
Spike. Yeah.
Are coming on.
That's how much we care about that.
Yeah. are going to be on the 7th of December, on Friday, December 7th. And we thought we'd have a little discussion here about what they are considering the games of the year, the games in contention for Game of the Year. Mm-hmm. The list here is as follows from Spike, from VGAs. They're Assassin's Creed 3, Dishonored, Journey, Mass Effect 3, and the Walking Dead series by Telltale. Why don't we just go around and say, of those, which would be your personal favorite and why? And if there's one that's not on the list, what should be on the list? Go for it, Andrea.
Okay, well, to be fair, the only game from that list that I played is Mass Effect 3.
I guess that's your choice then.
It is, but, okay, not just from that list, because I've been thinking about this too, like, all the games this year.
Right.
Which obviously excludes Halo 4 and Black Ops 2. I guess we were saying it would probably be the next year where it's probably too late. Because they would have to be on this list. I mean, come on.
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah. But if not, I was thinking about this a couple of days ago, and I really would pick Mass Effect 3 as my pick for Game of the Year, and here's why. I know that there are some complaints about the ending. I agree it wasn't perfect, but I was just thinking, as a whole, when I played this game, a thing that I like so much about a game is that if there's a really good story, I'm totally involved in the game.
Okay.
Like I feel like it feels like watching a movie, but I can interact with it.
Sure. Sure.
And I really enjoy that. So if the story is good, and I can't wait to continue the campaign to see how it ends, and especially a game like Mass Effect, which was the first game like this that I played, is that you choose where you want to go with the story.
Sure.
You have some freedom. So it was, as I was playing this game, I found myself, I was like sitting at the edge of my seat, and I just wanted to see where it would go. And
sure.
I really felt it's a totally not real. It's these made up characters in this made up space land, but
right.
it felt it felt real. Like you would connect with these characters
right.
that are not real at all.
Even the silly looking bird ones.
Yes, even the silly looking bird ones.
Right.
So just really on that reason alone, I would pick Mass Effect 3.
Okay.
That's my pick. So I agree with that.
Okay, so if Halo 4 and Call of Duty cannot be on the list, your pick would be Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, granted, I haven't finished Black Ops 2 campaign or Halo 4 campaign.
Uh-huh.
I have played multiplayer, really like them both.
Uh-huh.
I think I would still go with Mass Effect 3.
Okay, cool. Greg?
Well, I have yet to play a couple of those big games, actually, I'm sad to say. I haven't played Assassin's Creed 3 yet. Haven't played Dishonored.
And then it's Journey and Walking Dead.
Journey on PlayStation 3. I hear that game is fantastic. I really would like to try it at some point. But yeah, I have no way
and
to
that's
play
only
it right
PS3?
now.
It's only PS3.
PS3.
It's the only PSN or Xbox Live. No, sorry. Walking Dead is on Xbox Live.
So that really then it comes down to The Walking Dead and Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
I've only played the first 2 episodes of Walking Dead. I want to buy it now that it's all out and I can enjoy it all in one sitting, so to speak. I think I would have to go from what I've seen of The Walking Dead so far, and from what you and others have told me about how it ends.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't finished it all the way. And I loved Mass Effect 3. I adored it.
Yeah.
It is an amazing game.
Yeah, it's an amazing series.
Up until that last, 20 minutes.
It's really unfortunate.
And, maybe that's like, oh, come on, well, you've had all these amazing moments throughout the series.
Sure.
But it's like, yes, I have had all those amazing moments in the series, and I was looking for a payoff.
Yeah.
And I didn't get one.
Right.
I got a crap ending that needed to be patched. like how many
Yeah,
months later, you
that's
know?
sad.
Like, it was that bad it needed a patch.
Yeah.
And so, like, while Mass Effect 3 is an amazing game, an experience, like, as a whole, to end a trilogy, an epic trilogy,
Yeah.
it was a bad last few moments of the game. And Walking Dead, so far, appears to be much more rewarding.
Yeah. Well, I have played all these games except for Journey. I've not played Journey. I've seen a lot of it. Looks awesome, so I can't speak to that one. But I would definitely, at this point, not say Assassin's Creed 3. I think it's a great game. It's a good step forward for the series. But to me, the problems I have with other Assassin's Creed games in that the combat kind of gets dull is sort of the same problem here. Although the setting is awesome and everything else about the game is awesome, the story is awesome thus far. Dishonored is an excellent game, but some of the powers are really hard to utilize. I guess I can't explain it any better than that. It's hard to hit people with some of the magic and stuff that you get, and that's been a common complaint online too. So some of the controls aren't as polished as it could have been, so it kind of takes away from the whole experience, although it's a fantastic game. Mass Effect 3, I think, was like the best RPG I've ever played up until the last 5 minutes, so that's really unfortunate, but I really love that game, but I have to give it to Walking Dead. I think it's the best storytelling I've ever seen in the game, seriously. It's fantastic. I just finished it last week, and I already want to go back and I want to play it again. So it's an awesome game and a real step forward for adventure games on modern consoles. So I would give it to that. I think. I hope they do give it to that. Okay, so I think with that, we'll wrap it up for another Monday MOOcast, folks. Thanks so much for listening and liking and commenting. Greg, what can we look forward to this week on the channel and on the Twitters and everywhere else?
Well, on the channel, we're going to have a Let's Play of Killer 7.
All right.
Where we have some story development, actually. We give some answers.
Nice.
Well,
more pigeon problems.
More questions
More
than
questions.
answers.
Right.
The episode after that, you'll get some answers. And let's see, we're going to have our Let's Rage.
Let's
Friday.
Rage, yeah.
So it's our first one, so, be nice if it's not. Please be nice.
Right.
And I know I'm going to put up a commentary soon, have some more Mario.
Awesome.
Brutal Mario.
Awesome.
In terms of what I'm going to play, probably more Halo 4, and maybe some Black Ops Zombies, get that Easter egg.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
Zombie. I forgot about that.
If we can get 4 people to play.
I'll play with you.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll be playing some of that then, and lots of Halo 4. I'm like a tiptoe away from level 40, and I'm psyched about that. So I'm going to get to level 40 in the next couple of days. Andrew, what are you going to be playing?
Well, I'm behind. Halo 4, Black Ops 2.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, folks, signing off for now. Thanks for listening. Moo!